Hey guys, it's Rhonda, and my husband and I are just going to show you how we're going to strip the top of Kirsten's table, and we're going to use the furniture refinisher, and he's going to tell you a little bit about what he's about to start the process.
This is Formby's Furniture Workshop Conditioning Furniture Refinisher. So, just needed some steel wool, a metal-ish pan or container. I'm already wearing glasses, which need gloves and glasses, and I protected the surface with plastic.
Drop cloth.
And you gotta be careful when you open this stuff. I can see that it's bowed out, so it means there's gonna be some air that comes out of it. You don't want to get any of that in your face. So it says on the directions to pour in 1 to 2 cups into a metal pan. Wool.
Okay, now.
You take the steel wool and you dip it into your stuff. Half of it, it says, or at least. And you want to take it and start working it in a circle. About the size of a dinner plate, they said. So, and what this does is it's going to soak into the pad this finish, this old Minwax stuff. The whole reason we're doing this is to get this refinished so the stain comes out.
Okay.
Okay, so I've been working this section for or about a minute, I guess. And you can already see the dark spots where it's streaking through with this pad. And it said in the directions that when your pad starts to pick up all the finish, you need to rinse it. You can see the light spots where it's coming out. This stuff's really easy to use, so you dip it back in the stuff and squeeze it out. That's why you need gloves on. And just keep going until it's all off.
So this is just a very thin layer, he says, on the top, and that's just what he's going to remove. Only the top surface. We're not going to go with the legs or anything, because this is just the part that we want to restore.
Guys, the reason you need 1 to 2 cups, like they said, as I'm finding out, is because you have to rinse the pad out, and that's what takes a lot of it up. So you rinse the pad out and you keep going. One thing I want to mention too is this is a chemical akin to like lacquer thinner or something. It is cold on my glove. It would be even worse on your skin.
You definitely need a parent to do this, an adult. Go.
So I'm about done. You can see the streaks that I'm leaving, I hope. It's all coming off and sticking to the pad. And that makes us just about done with this phase, I think. You can see it on this corner. See how that sticky stuff is there? And when the pad stops picking that up, I'm just using another side of the pad. See that? What's coming up?
Swirls.
That's why they tell you to work it in circles. See, I'm leaving dirt there. That's time to rinse the pad out. It's like its own treatment, you know. And my glove again is very cold from being in the chemical. Not a pleasant cold. It's almost wet feeling, but I know it's not. It's just the chemical. I hope. Anyway, you can see inside that that's all the finish that came off of it. And I'm just gonna give it one more going over really quick. See that to get those dirty spots off of here. Just like that.
Yeah.
We just bought a half-pound bag of paint and cleaning rags for this project, so we can throw them away when we're done. It was like $3 or $4 at Lowe's, and it's just for this to come over. And we're about done taking up all the stuff, and the rag won't pick up anymore. Alright guys, I used one of the cloths to pick up some of the just nasty stuff that was left. As you can see, there's a little bit on there. And now I've got a clean pad, and I can go over it like this, and the pad's still fairly clean. Then we're done. What it says to do then is to go, according to the directions, after refinishing the entire piece, and that's as much as we're doing, go back over the overlapping areas with a clean pad soaked with refinisher, rubbing with the grain, and that'll get rid of the lap marks that we've got. Okay, and I think we're done. Watch this when I take the pad off, it's like soaking into it. And so I'm going to take that clean pad one more time and just, look at that. With the grain. Okay, the next phase of this is, you see where we got the discoloration, which is why Rhonda wanted to redo it. is going to be sanding to get it all back to this color probably. This little circle right here, when I get done sanding it, I bet the whole table is this color again, and the stain will go back in and make it all uniform.
Okay, so what my husband did was gave the tabletop a really good sanding, and you can see it's very uniform in color now. And he's going to tell you he used an electric sander.
Yeah, like an orbital sander. I used 80, which is a rough grit to start to take it all off, and then it still had the discolorations that we were worried about getting rid of at first, but they kind of go away as you get finer. I sanded it with 80, 320, 400, and 600. And this is the pre-treatment again. It's setting up what we're going to do with the stain. And I assume that makes it, after the sanding, it might open up the grains a little bit to let the stuff drink in and have some right nutrients or whatever in it. So it says to apply the stain within 5 to, you're supposed to let this sit for 5 to 15 minutes and then soak up any extra with a dry cloth, but within 2 hours of doing this you need to stain it. Do it with the grain. Here we go. And you gotta let it sit for 5 to 15 minutes, just like this other stuff. And he said, this is a real clear stain that we've got. Not real dark. That's what we wanted. Remember, there's still a polyurethane coat that goes on top of this to protect it, so